Defense looked great. Offense looked great. You put those two together, you have a 56-14 game. When the offense and defense come together and they both perform to their potential, this is what happens. Dak Prescott looked amazing today. The offense looked great. Ezekiel Elliott, even with the bum knee, he had the knee brace on. He looked explosive today. He was fighting hard. He was running hard. He looked great today. Brothers, just imagine if we can do this week in and week out from here on out. We can make the NFC Championship game. If Dak can continue on this, if he can just hit a streak right now, this team can go places. But we need him. This team, like I said in my last video, this team only goes as far as Dak Prescott can take them. If Dak Prescott can play like this, I mean, there's not really much to say. I mean, offense finally came alive. Defense is still fucking great. Defense allowed 14 points in this game. Turnovers, you saw what D-Law did. I mean, you saw what Trayvon Diggs did, number 11. I mean, defense was outstanding. Offense was outstanding. And you get this, 56-14. I think this is the most points scored in a game. Because I know the Patriots put up a 50-piece. I think it was like 53 against the Jets earlier this season. But I think 56 is like the most points scored in a game. Well, for the winning team. But this is what happens when you put them together. Now, granted, because I know I'm going to have people in the comments section, I'm going to have Cowboys fans coming at me saying that. And the thing is, y'all know I'm a realist too. Now, of course, this is against the Redskins, who have been, like I said, injury-plagued, COVID-riddled. This is going against a depleted team. I get it. 4 in a row, albeit against not-so-great teams, but it's difficult to win in this league. 4 in a row. We're NFC East champs. We're on a roll. The offense came alive today. You need games like this. You need games like this to build your head of steam. You need games like this to build steam. Next week, back in Arlington against the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals have been sliding as of late. We need to just finish them off. They lost to Detroit, and then today they lost to last night they lost to the Colts. They've been sliding, so we have no excuse. We should beat them next week in Arlington next week. Brothers, if we everybody's already said it. If we can just keep this up, keep this going, we can go places. We really can. Do I think we're going to get as many turnovers against the Aaron Rodgers or the Matthew Staffords, the Kyler Murrays? No, I don't think we're going to do that. But if the defense can serve like they've been doing, hold these quarterbacks in check in the playoffs, if Dak Prescott can just stay alive and stay alert and keep playing aggressively like this, it's going to be hard for a team to beat us. It really is. And brothers, and once again, seeding is important. Now, of course, I saw a lot of Cowboy fans like, oh man, we don't really have to do as much now. We got the NFC East on lock and stuff. We're playing for seeding position. Okay, seeding is everything. You don't want to be the 4 seed playing the 5 seed. You don't want to be that. You don't want to play. You don't even want to be the 3 seed. You don't even want to be the 2 seed. You really want to be number 1. But number 1, I don't see Green Bay losing any more games. I mean, we could get lucky, but I don't see them losing any more games this season. So I believe they're going to hold on to the number 1 seed. But if we can get the number 2 seed, stay there, makes the road to the NFC Championship game that much easier. It ain't a bye week, but you go against a team that'll barely make it into the playoffs. You can dispatch them in Arlington. So there's not much else I can say, man. Offense looked great, played a complete game. they went ahead and joined the defense. The defense has been playing lights out the last few weeks. Even against Kansas City, we lost that game, but they held Patrick Mahomes to under 20 points. This defense has been playing lights out. The offense finally decided to join the party, and this is what happens. 56-14. Coach McCarthy coached a hell of a game today. Kellen Moore. I've noticed Kellen Moore is starting to throw in more tosses. He's starting to throw in more more toss plays, more outs, like more zone plays. Like, I love this. Like, running it up the fucking middle into a brick wall. It gets tiresome after a while. I'm glad he's implementing more toss plays. You know, Ezekiel Elliott, he's not as explosive as he once was, but he can still take it on the outside. He can still bounce it out on the outside, and we know what Tony Pollard can do. So just to see that, now there are a couple of plays I'm like, Kellen Moore, what the fuck you doing? Like, throwing it when you're up by 35 points. You should just keep running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. But Kellen Moore, he called a much better game today. Coach McCarthy coached a hell of a game today. We already know about Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is the pillar of this defense. I mean, of course, shout out to Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs and D. Law and Randy Gregory and Odigizua. You know, shout out to all those players. But Dan Quinn is what is the driving force behind that team. He really is. Dan Quinn, I had my doubts about him early this year because he's a failed head coach from Atlanta. You know, I'm not a fan of bringing in failed coaches, but he's proven why he got that head coaching job to begin with. He was an absolute monster at Seattle. You know, I thought it was an aberration because he had the Legion of Boom. Obviously, I was wrong because he came here and he is... he's doing the same thing what he did there. He's doing the same thing here. Just simply amazing. He is a defensive mastermind, and my shout out to him. My credit goes out to him. I'm eating crow. Not much else I can say. The team looked fucking phenomenal. Dismantled an arch rival, a divisional opponent, a hated rival. Wasn't close at all. This was just a complete dismantling of a team. I don't think I've seen it. Now, of course, we dismantled Atlanta, but I mean, this was just a complete demolishing, sending them to the Shadow Realm. It was, man, we banished their ass to the Shadow Realm. I actually kind of felt sorry for them. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it is because the game's still going. But all right, brothers, there's nothing much else I can say. I mean, y'all see the game. It was amazing. But all right, brothers, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.